The soccer world is mourning the loss of Liverpool star Diogo Jota. The 28-year-old was killed in a fiery car crash in Spain just after midnight local time. His brother, Andre, also died in that crash. Jota made 182 total appearances and scored 65 goals for Liverpool. He was a key part of the team's success in winning their recent Premier League title. Jota also played 49 times for the Portuguese national team. NBC News International correspondent Raf Sanchez joins me now. Raf, what do we know about what happened in this accident?
Yeah, Vicky, this is really a tragic case. The facts are still under investigation, but Spanish authorities are saying this crash happened a little after midnight local time. Jota was in his Lamborghini. He was driving with his younger brother, and authorities are saying so far it appears that they were overtaking on that highway when one of the tires burst. The car spun out of control and then crashed on the side of the road. It burst into flames. Both bodies were found inside of the car. There is some reporting in the European press that the reason that they were driving was that Jota had recently had surgery and had been advised by his doctors not to fly back to the UK for preseason training in Liverpool. Vicky.
Oh, it's so tragic to lose two sons in one crash like that. Tell us a little bit more about the mark that Jota left on professional soccer, how he and his brother are being remembered.
Yeah, it's a player who was 28 years old. He was really in the prime of his career. As you said, he was instrumental in Liverpool winning the Premier League last season. His very last goal was against Liverpool's arch rivals, Everton. You see him just dribbling through a thicket of defenders to score this really beautiful goal. He was a key part also of the Portuguese national team. He played in the last World Cup, and he was expected to play in the World Cup next year, hosted by the U.S., Canada, and Mexico. That is not going to happen. We are hearing from his devastated teammate on the Portuguese team, Cristiano Ronaldo, who is saying it just doesn't make any sense. We were playing together just a week ago. And Vicky, we should say Jota got married just 10 days before his death. He married his longtime partner. They had 3 young children together, and those are kids who are now going to be growing up without their father. Vicky.
Just devastating. Raf Sanchez, thank you very much.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.